here's my stories on my favorite, basically player bullshit is equivocally what I'm talking about. Player bullshit. Let's sum it down to player bullshit. Number 5, emotional damage. I hosted a one shot for my friends one time when my DM was out. And I had arranged the story to be, you are all invited to this grand fighting tournament where it's a battle royale and the last person standing wins type deal. So, during that game, I had 2 players. Not a lot, but hey, it was a starting time. It was, a lot of fun, whatever. So I went to go ahead and had them made like mini characters, not like full-on characters, mini characters. With a basic health pool, a basic attack pool, and a basic basically basic stats. Like we didn't really go too far into depth with much of anything. So at the end of them, they had pissed me off so much that whole game because they had taken the whip I gave them and used it to steal other people's weapons. He's just like, can I roll to steal their weapons? And I go, sure, roll for it. 18. Fuck. Against all odds, you have stolen her spear, disarming everyone and killing them. It was terrible. For me, anyway. So I got so fed up with it, I just bullshitted a fucking deity into this with like 300 health or something like that. A bunch of health and a bunch of damage. I was pissed. But, oh my god. Their rolls were such bullshit. They proceeded to roll a high all the time on dexterity saves, on con saves, on attack rolls. And they kept mocking the deity. Because I had decided to describe this deity to them. And I described them as a 6'1" built man. Like, imagine Arnold Schwarzenegger type build. Who threw fireballs at them. Because I was mad. But then they decided to call him Noodle Arms. And call his fireballs meatballs. After a while of this, I'm flipping out mentally, and they literally are having the time of their lives. So I go, fine, call him Noodle Arms one more time and I will make you roll. And he goes, what for? Just do it. And he rolls a natural 20. To make a long story short, that's why my character took 1d4 of emotional damage. I have not ever DM for those guys again. Just saying. My favorite bullshit encounter, number 2. I was DMing a full-on campaign this time with a bunch of random peoples, but I mostly did it for my DM that had just like, you know what, I want to play a game, and I'm like, I could DM for you. I've been thinking about it for a while now. So I set up this whole game. I say set up. I mostly bullshitted my way through it. I set up this whole game, and towards the end of the campaign, a lot of shit had happened. We had players leave. We had to kick a player for player killing and for overall being a menace to the party. Not even for shits and giggles. They didn't even know they were doing it, but they were being a complete menace to the party, so we ended up having to kick them. We ended up having a blowout with another player because they had gotten me personally so steamed. Like, legitimately, I was actually mad. I was properly actually mad. And I don't even know how it happened. I don't know what, like, flipped that switch in my brain that it was like, you know what, you're mad now. But I was. I was mad. I was not having it. So I just decided to send them into an apocalypse world where everything was shit and they would be doomed to die. However, after some reworking of the talking to the players, giving it a day, we came back and did our shit, went through the campaign like normal until we meet the big bad evil guy, of whom I had a mini fight plan, an evil speech, and some other cool character reveals. Only for my wizard who homebrewed a spell that I allowed called Rend, later evolved into Cleave, which was a no-miss attack that could attack someone on the physical and astral plane. Now, the reason I allowed this, because you're like, what the hell is this? Like, why? No, the reason I allowed this was because it had the potential to hurt the caster as well. So I was like, alright. But I didn't realize how often that would actually show up, because it never did. Until he meets the big bad evil guy for the third time and has had enough of his shit. Uses Cleave and rolls high enough to where he cuts the evil guy's head off. However, on the percentile die, he rolled bad enough that he died as well. So, that's equivocally how a player single-handedly ended my campaign. Now, this one was actually committed by me. I did this one. I'm very proud of myself. I was in a Pathfinder campaign. I know, not D&D. Bring out the pitchforks and torches. Did I say pitchforks? Guys, I swear English was my first language. Although I do speak some Spanish. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás tú, Sid? Pero no Spanish? Okay, sorry. Anyway. Fucking peaked my mic there. I guarantee that this was the most bullshit that had ever happened, because I was rolling garbage the whole game. It was so bad. I suck at rolling. I have like some kind of dice curse, I don't know. But not as bad as Will Wheaton's, mind you, but still. But I was rolling so bad this whole campaign. But then, fucking anime style, last minute in a fight against a bunch of golems, my friends are dying, and I'm playing a paladin. I fucking roll a natural 20 with a divine smite, cleaving my sword, and I cleaved the goblin in half. But since it was divine smite, the goblin fucking... Have I been saying goblin? I meant golem. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a twit. I'm an idiot. I am stupid. I meant golem. That's why this was so special. Because they were golems. They were rock golems. But I cleaved the golem in half, and since it was divine smite, it imploded basically. The explosion worked inward on it, and it went inward. It was great. It was miraculous. And I saved the day. And then I proceeded to roll shite for the rest of the campaign. That was some fun times. Well, anyway, that's enough for my mini stories. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for some more. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye. Just kidding. That's Markiplier's outro. I don't know. I should probably work on my own outro. Ooh, I have a friend who's in a band, and they should do outro music for me. I'd have to ask, though. That would take some time.